So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Where am I gonna put this? Going through the motion of, well, the fellas are undoing all the hay. We went on a hay run today. Grab my scoop. And I'm starting the barn and getting ready to milk, and thought I would talk to you about a few things. Right now, what I'm currently doing, when I come in to do the barn, I always make sure that I start with the turkeys because they will drive you nuts if you don't feed them first and get them distracted. Then we start putting out hay. I feed cochise, and then get everybody set up in here. Then we move outward. Just depends on how many people are helping. See, everybody's hungry. But welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let's get started because everybody's hangry. Girlfriend, Miss Ginger, are you helping? She's come out from the house. She's followed me up here. Everybody loves to see Miss Ginger. I don't see Sister right now. Miss Sister's been running around. It's a beautiful day here in East Tennessee, 71 degrees. Fritz is asleep on the porch, and Ginger's following Mama because she's a good girl. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, baby. Ginger, do we have a critter in the barn you need to get, honey? I see a little dirt stirred up back there. Do you smell it? You need to get it, girl. Get it, girl. So right here are my two turkey babies of Miss Blanche. They are in a dog crate. I know you can't see me that well because of the glare, but I want you to see them. The reason I do that is so that they can acclimate better to all the other turkeys and the dogs, and they are protected. So I want to show you this, guys. Some of you out there recommended this. It's called You Move, and you get, I believe it's 120. I don't have my glasses on, but it's 120 tablets, okay? And it's for senior dogs, geriatric dogs. As we know, Cochise is 10 years old, essentially. I was giving him some other supplements, and several of you, I had 2 or 3 people, and they went into a long explanation of how well this has worked for their dogs. So if you're having issues with your dogs, if it's an older dog, maybe they're having trouble with their joints or their hips. As you know, Cochise has had a history of that in recent years, to be expected. We started giving this to him a couple of weeks ago. I mean, he's been on it maybe 30 days or more. Well, let me tell you, that dog is going out into the field now and is running with Enoli. Now, he doesn't run like Enoli, but we're talking about a dog that pretty much wants to stay in the barn as he's gotten older. He's very protective of his babies and critters in the barn, but he had kind of gotten to the point where he goes out for a little bit and then he wants to come in. He doesn't want to do that anymore. He wants to be on the other side of the barn. He wants to be watching and guarding. He wants to be out in the main field. He stays out there all night. We haven't seen this in a while. So the only thing that has changed is I started giving him supplements in a little bit of wet food every day. I think this has been it. I got it off of Amazon. I'll put the link down below. You do what you want. Try it out. I think it's about $49, but you get 120. So you're right in line with the price of how much these things cost. But if my boy's feeling good, he's eating good, he's getting up and getting around, and he's not in pain or struggling, it's worth every penny. Just want to say thank you to those who recommended it, because so far, there he goes. We think it's working. Okay, I'm discombobulated because I'm trying to film and show you. This right here, let me show you. This is called Cattleman's Select Tucker Milling. This is what we feed our cows right now. Really, really good feed. It's kind of like a little bit of a sweet feed. They like that. It's not just like a dry feed or anything. We feed our cows this about an average bucket twice a day because they do have the field and they do have a lot of hay. But I do like to supplement them. But like I said, all the feed that we give our critters on this entire farm, with the exception of my goat feed, as I've talked about before, is all from Tucker Milling. So I wanted to show this to you. This has been great. They love it, love it, love it. It's like a really soft mix. Well, here, I'll show you. I don't know, I'm talking about it. Let me show you. It's right down in here. Really nice, good, soft mix. Some of you might call it a sweet feed, but they love it. And I like to just supplement them with that. I also give them minerals, as you know. We've talked about that. I also give all of my livestock, all my critters, everybody from time to time gets kelp, or kelp is mixed in, just to make sure that we're trying to keep everybody on the up and up. So if you can get Tucker Milling in your area, or you know somebody that sells it and you're looking for a good cattle feed, this might be more competitive in price too. Depends on what they're doing. You know, who knows what they're doing in your area, what the shipping cost is. But we're finding the best deal is also right here. Earlier in the day, we're noticing that 2 of our cows right now are, what's a nice way of putting it? Well, they want a boyfriend. They need a bull. And they're very active right now. So we've really got to work on that. I've mentioned that several times, that we held off breeding these girls because we focused on the goats. Well, now it's time to move into action for them. So I'm a little nervous about bringing a bull, hi baby, onto the property. Obviously, AI would be the way to go. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Pray for us on that. Bulls or something. I don't know. I just fixed my barn. Okay, so while I'm feeding and doing some different things in the barn, James is moving some fencing out and finishing up the hay, stacking the hay. She's going to have to be up in this. Just wait a second. We're moving some fencing out, some large pieces of your hardwire, basically, because what I'm doing, like I said, is I'm opening up finally the entire large garden area for the goats. I'm gonna I left some of my corn stalks in there. There's full corn in there. It's dried. I got more than I needed for the season, so I decided to leave it in there because my theory is that will give them, that's going to be free food for them, right? So they're going to have that entire paddock, if you will, for at least a couple of weeks, more area to roam, to eat and graze and hang out. We don't see any volunteers coming up yet, so I want them to just have a good time in there, clear it out, fertilize it, all the good stuff, so that when we decide to plant, I don't know if we're going to plant in there in April or May. I haven't made a decision yet on exactly what I'm going to do in that specific spot yet. But I want to go ahead here. Here we are, March 3rd. Happy birthday to my son. I want to go ahead and give them that time now. We're 71 degrees. We're relatively, it's muddy, but we're not rainy. We have rain coming in this week. So we'll see how they do for a couple of weeks. Hey, honey, what you doing? You checking it out, girl? Everywhere I go, everywhere you go, she has to be with us, guys. She's the mama. So we're going to be moving on that. So we'll see how that goes as well. Girl, what are you doing? You want to say hi to everybody again? You do? You're so sweet, Ginger. Everybody loves Miss Ginger. Everybody has to see, where is Miss Ginger? Oh yeah, is the fence, is this adequate? Does this work for you? Okay. Okay, so now I've already fed all the babies in here, all the mamas in here. They have hay, and I've given them their feed. And what James is doing right now is he's working through all the buckets of water. So we've tag teamed. We've already done the turkey babies. We've done the cows, done the hay. He's thrown the hay over to the goats. So what I'm doing, I need to get me another bucket. You can never have too many buckets. I'm telling you right now. Rule number 1, repeat after me. I can never have too many buckets, believe me. So what I'm doing right now is I have 2 different size buckets. So I fill this one up. This is my goat feed, and it's from the co-op. It's $3.48. There's the bag. We've talked about it. Like this. Goats love it. Goats love it. It's a 16% protein. So I fill this larger bucket up, and this is what I'm giving to my large open herd, okay? Along with hay, or they're allowed to graze or whatever. So I'm doing that. And then I fill up one of these buckets, about 3 scoops, give or take, for when I go into the stall to give my 3 mamas and my 3 babies. And I will be also, a portion of that will go to Miss Salt, because I'm going to milk her. So this is what we do. It's easier, obviously, to have 2 people because we have a certain rhythm that we know how to divide and conquer. Divide and conquer in a good way, okay? We ain't the government. And so we are productive. Farmers are productive. So I know how to do both of these. So what I will do is I will literally take this out first, get all the big goats, if you will, all the main herd fed and distracted. Then I come back and get this and to get my milking items, and then I just make my way into the stall. It's a distraction. Feed is always a good distraction. I also have to give Rip another shot. As you know, I'm continuing to give him the thiamine shots. He's doing great. Doing great. I've decided that tomorrow I probably will go ahead and give Vinny just one more, just to boost. Somebody made an excellent comment, and I had not considered this. I've heard of it, but it's like, I was like, they were talking about, tell me what you think about this if you have goats. That this individual knows of a goat farm that goes ahead and gives all of their goats once a month a thiamine shot, just to make sure that they're keeping up with their levels. I think that's I think it's a good thing. You tell me if it's not. I have not heard any problems with that. A lot of you have been asking about Vinny and Rip, what they've had. I think we were dealing with goat polio. It is not the same as human polio, okay? Not the same. It's more of a vitamin. You're looking at like a vitamin deficiency, selenium. You're dealing with a potential issue with feed, although we don't believe that the feed is the issue because we rotate through our feed so often, y'all. It's not even funny. We go through a lot of feed. You can guess that. But here's the thing. All my goats are getting the same thing. Even the goat babies, the goat kids. So if there was a problem with the feed or a problem with the hay, I think it would be more consistent to say that it is the feed or the hay if I saw 5, 6, 7 goats down. But to see one down, we got them back up, and see another one go down, I hate to say this, but it's really not abnormal. We do keep up with the minerals, as you know. I give them the Sweet Licks Meat Maker minerals, and I also give I give DE with that mix, and then I also give kelp. So you just have to do the best you can, guys. Things happen on a farm. So let's get them fed because they're hungry. Sister, Kitty, honey, everybody's asking about you. What? I got that tail up. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. Sister. Rip, how you doing? Rip's doing just fine here, guys. Check him out eating. Hi, Enoli. I know everybody wants to see you too, honey, next to Rippy. There's Vinny. Vinny and Rip. Rip and Vinny. Both doing great, all on their own, eating like a champ. Enoli. I don't think Rip cares, though, do you? Are you claiming ownership of him, too? You love him? You sweet thing. Come on, let's go get dinner. That's almost like a trampoline. Yeah. Okay.
Step off of the
Step off? Which side? Yeah. This side? Does it matter?
Your right foot off.
Okay, right. Grab it.
Yeah, because it's going to spring up and
got
nail
it.
you.
Yeah, I got it.
Turn it over, let go of it.
Okay. Show me where.
Between my two hands at the top. Yep, go around that big bar.
This one?
Yep, just like that. Okay. Do another one, yep. Oh, that's good. You gotta do another one on the end.
Right here or right here?
Do up here.
Right there.
Above the bar.
Okay. Girlfriend, we got to go through here and make sure we have all of our flags, okay? You lead the way, Gingy. Look at all of this yumminess they're going to be nibbling on, right? They're going to take care of it for us, girlfriend. Come on, let's find some more flags. Okay, so I got the rest of these out. I hear you guys, they're getting excited. They know something's going on. Again, every time the tractor starts up, all the animals are like, what's going on? But they're gonna have this whole area. I'm gonna let them have it for a couple of weeks. Nothing really important is coming up yet, so I'm gonna let them just grade it down. It wouldn't surprise me if this is completely done in a week. They're also gonna have fresh grass right through here. So we're gonna see how it goes. We've been meaning to do this, but I kept planting, and I am gonna plant this year. But it may be the middle of April till I plant my potatoes. If I put my potatoes here, then my potatoes might be down in the other garden, depending on how I rotate. Not fully decided on that. But what I do, I have these in my garden because when I plant, I put these at the end of every row so I know where things are before they come up. Well, I didn't take these up last year. James has gone to go get some large posts, extra posts that we have, because we're going to put them at the base of the outside of the gate. Remember, this is just temporary. I mean, we're going to leave the fencing up, but the posts will be moved, and then the main gate right up here will be closed back once they, enjoy this for a couple of weeks and we decide to plant. So this is just a temporary home for my grazers. This will be good. Lots of manure. Check that out. Right here. Hickory cane. Boy, it has been so abundant here the last 2 years. This is my corn that I grow that I can grind for cornmeal. It makes beautiful cornbread. I did leave a little bit out here because I figured this is what I would be doing. So they're going to absolutely love this. I may take this one in with me just to add to. I've got a full master size large wheelbarrow full of these right now, ready to be shucked and to be seed saved right there. Hey, stop pulling on me, you two scoundrels. Just gave Rip his final shot. He just stood there and let me do it. He's so good. Okay, what? Honey, what you doing?
Waiting on you.
Are you waiting on a woman?
Yeah.
Fritz, are you joining the party? Are you going to be a helper? Huh? All right, buddy, let's go. What is it, honey? What are you doing, Fritzy? Huh? What are you doing, silly? Hey, Vinny, what you doing, buddy? You want to see what's going on? He's checking everything out, y'all. Mr. Vinny. Oh, my goodness. Katniss, are you the first mama in? Come on in, girlfriend. This is a new territory.
You got it?
Yep.
Go ahead and move that. And then we'll roll that up against it. And then, yep. We need a couple more of those over there, don't you think?
Yep. All right, guys, we got it done. The sun is just now starting to set. We got everything moved. Rip is doing well. Vinny is doing well. They are loving this. Obviously, not all of them have figured it out yet because they've already started to bed themselves down, which is typical. But Rip is standing up there and he's looking out like, what are y'all doing? So everything is secure. Like I said, this is just temporary, and then in a couple of weeks, we'll let them go back up to the other side of the fields. But I think they're going to take care of this for us, don't you think? Guys, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for following our channel and being so good to us. The farm work never, never, ever, ever ends, and spring is on the way. Like, subscribe, and share. Godspeed, God bless. Join us for the next video. We'll see you then.